Let's go. Yeah.
Recording in progress.
Good morning. Let's go ahead, everybody. Second last chapter of income tax. Okay. Return of income and self-assessment. Again, obviously, we don't have lots of in detail right now at your interval level. No, none at all. In fact, the majority of assessment part will come at CA final. CA will be majorly PGPP in detail with current case studies, everything, case laws, okay, latest amendments and all of that. Then your this charitable trust, etc. Okay, various entities, I mean, okay, and lots of assessment. And apart from that, obviously, you have international taxes also in CA final or whatever final level you have. Hai na, bachcho? Yes, all of you. Let's ready. That's everyone's ready. Chalo. So we have been seeing from the initial chapters about return of income or income tax return, ROI, and return of income, and we file that after the year is over, generally normally. So there are due dates for filing income tax return. Due dates, obviously, hai na? Till that time we have to finish or furnish our income tax return. What the return is going to have about, or the details in the return will be what? All the types of income which you have earned, your general details, communication details, PAN, Aadhaar, etc. Then your types of all the heads of income which you have had. Then the exemption inside it, if at all there is any computation. Then deduction which you are claiming, chapter 60 or otherwise, or anything else. Then understand all the types of taxes you have paid. Which one? TDS, TCS, advance tax, self-assessment tax, if at all you have paid. So taking credits of all of that, and ultimately, whatever is the amount to be shown as a refund or whatever, that will be shown and filed. Clear? So that is from your side. Your side means from the assessee's side. Okay? That's why we are using the word here, self-assessment. It means if in any case, by chance, let us say, the assessee is not showing income, the assessee is also not filing income tax return, then the officer can voluntarily also furnish his bachcho. You can say all the calculations. It will be deemed as if he has filed an income tax return, and the officer will calculate on his own. Okay? Best judgment assessment. It is called as best judgment, if the officer is unable to get any information of the assessee. Okay? That is right now not part of our syllabus. Okay? Chalega? So as such, I hope till now, I had told you this also in the beginning of the batch, that you will be able to make a computation of income at least, and tax liability obviously now, of any assessee or person you meet. It can be mainly who will you meet as such in practical life, maybe right now individuals. Hai na? Then you can do businesses also, or you can basically find compute income of business also now. And then practically what remains now, filing of income tax return. That filing we will little bit see in the e-filing website I had already shown you, but practically you'll be having a good experience about it in your articleship. Okay? That is why articleship is so necessary. Hai na, bachcho? Practical exposure is very much necessary. Ready? Can we go ahead, everybody? Chalo. So first part, provisions of filing return of income and self-assessment. Chalo. So return of income is the declaration of income by assessee in the prescribed format. So formats are ITR 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It keeps on, let us say, changing at times from year to year. Okay, ITR, income tax return. Where am I going to see the details? Tell me. On the website, which website? Tell me. Bolo. E-filing. Hai na? Over here. Now you have couple of options practically. You can directly log in here. You can create your own account and log in here, and online immediately, as long as you are online, you can just fill the details and file the return. That is one possibility. That is one way of doing it. Another, then you have to download the utility. Where did it go? Can you see downloads, bachcho? Hai na, downloads, can you see? Over here. When I zoom in, it blanks away. In downloads, left, what can you see? Income tax return, income tax forms, and DSC is your digital signature. Okay? For your time pass, if you want to do, if you have a laptop, you can go and check. AY, here right now it is given 20 to 23. Your AY, it will take some time obviously, na? AY 23, 24, it will take some time, little bit to be uploaded on the website. Clear? Now what is ITR? Can you see, bachcho? ITR 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You don't have to buy hat any of this. No, you don't have to buy hat. But now you are able to understand there are ITRs, 7 ITRs right now here. Yes? It can keep on changing year to year depending on CBDT's point of view or CBDT. But check ITR 1. Now, if at all you read that 2-3 sentences, you will be able to understand. You will be able to do it. है ना? For individuals being a resident, check here. Being a resident, other than not ordinary resident, other than, so not ordinary resident, other than not, so basically ROR. Okay? That also individuals. Are they using the word HUF? No. Having total income up to 50 lakhs. Having income from salaries, 1 HP and iOS. Finish. And agri income up to 5,000. One of the most simplest and smallest return. हाँ या ना? Majority of the returns बच्चों are filed ITR 1 only. Salaried people बच्चों what income they have? Salaried person, those of income up to 10 or 20 lakhs, let us say, per year salary. Okay? That person earning salary up to 10 or 20 lakhs is not going to have a house property which is let out. He may have a house property which is SOP. Yes? That's why over here we are writing 1 SOP, 1 HP. Clear all of you? Then you can file income tax return as per Excel. This is a Excel file, Excel. You can download and file it under that, okay? ITR 2, individual and HF check. Not having PGPP income means which income then? CG can be there, 2-3 HP can be there, house property, possible. ITR 3, check. Individual and HF having PGPP also, okay. 4th, individual HF firm and firm also now, other than LLP, being resident income, being a resident having total income up to 50 lakhs and so and so. So ITR 6 companies, check. ITR 6 companies, है ना? ITR 5, anybody other than individual HUF company and ITR 7. That means your firm, LLP can come under ITR 5. Okay? ITR 7 is your trusts. Where is it? 104A, 4B, 4C and 4D only. Okay, all of you? Anyways, we don't have to go them or look into it detail. But if you want, yes, you can do it. I mean, you can check it at least on your own. Okay, everybody? If you need any help, obviously ask me. I mean, for anything in income tax returns. Sure. So let us go to the 139 we had the reference so many times of this section. Lots of time, but we had at least heard or seen about 139 or 139. It is your due date for filing income tax return. Okay? Ready, everybody? So check. What are they trying to say? Companies, firms, LLPs, they compulsorily have to file income tax return. Just like Bachu tell me, companies, firm, LLPs, were they always a deductor by default? Just because of the status. Are you getting my point? Similarly, Bachu, companies, firm, LLP have to file compulsorily income tax return even if they are loss to Bachu you need to carry forward to yes, you will file a return. Or even if there is turnover is 0. There is no income at all. Still, Bacho, compulsorily they have to file income tax returns. Companies, firms, and LLP. Clear till here? However, other persons means what? Other than company, firm, LLP, who will come? Individual HUF, AOP, BOI, and AGP, etc. So right now from our syllabus, Bacho, who is important? Individual. And somewhere you can talk about HUF also. Chalega? Are haan? Can I go ahead? So check what they are saying. Other persons. Pay attention now. Whose total income? The word total income I hope is quite clear in your head now. Means taxable income. Hai na? Or that of any other person whose total income or that of any other person in respect of which he is assessable. The total income of the assessee or of any other person in respect of which he is assessable. He means the assessee is assessable. What income? Why? Whose income are we talking about? What type of income? What are we discussing here? What is this? Which concept is this? Income of any other person for which the assessee is assessable. Very good answer, Mansi. Good. That is Bacho concept of clubbing. Clubbing, Bacho, clubbing. Remember clubbing? Total income includable, है ना? हाँ है ना? income of other than assessee's income is taxed in the hands of assessee only. Remember something like that? Yeah? So whose total income or that of any other person taxable in his hands. Why it is taxable in his hands? Clubbing of income, that chapter which we have covered, है ना? But without giving effect of chapter 6A deductions. 54 all your again बच्चों deductions from CG, है ना? 54 B D E C F CG बच्चों from capital gains. So without giving effect of exemptions or chapter 6A, if the income exceeds BEL, basic exemption limit, then every person has to बच्चों file income tax return before chapter 6A. Okay, everybody? Or these deductions, or you can say exemption under section under capital gain chapter. Clear? Understood? So are we talking about GTI? GTI बोलो. अरे हाँ या ना? Correct? Just write a small example in a notebook बच्चों. चलेगा? Everybody. Chapter 14 which one? Return of income. चलेगा? चलो write down. Take an example. Let us say your salary is rupees 4 lakhs and here it is 6 lakhs. Chalega? Less. Chapter 6A deduction for any reasons. Okay. In both the cases, I'm giving you 2 lakhs and here also 2 lakhs. Okay. Case 1, case 2, whatever you want to say. Case 1, case 2. Okay, write down first case 1, case 2. NTI or net taxable income 2 lakhs and 4 lakhs. Correct? Which case बच्चों ITR is compulsory? Which case बच्चों ITR is compulsory, income tax return? All of you answer. Where is Indrajit? Okay, Akshay, okay, Nitin. Kushbu, Mansi, Indrajit. Others? Online, YouTube? Mansi, okay. The answer is both. In both the cases, बच्चों, ITR is compulsory. Just simplest question I gave you and then it went bouncer. Without giving effect of chapter 6A or even your capital gain, is the income above basic assessment limit? Yes, no. अरे हाँ या ना? Understood or no everybody? समझा? Clear? हाँ. Clear till here? Before giving or without giving effect of chapter 6A or capital gain deductions, the income is बच्चों more than BEL. Yes. 4 lakhs and 6 lakhs is more than बच्चों basic assessment limit. है ना? So ITR is compulsory. It was such a simple question. ITR is compulsory in both cases, since income before deduction exceeds basic exemption limit. Okay, Indrajit? Fine. All right. Done, all of you? Can we keep one thing in mind? Okay? Understand the importance. I will say other way around. To claim Chapter 6A deduction, we need to file bachcho income tax return also. Okay? Generally, normally. Okay? To claim it, okay, you have to file income tax return. If that is going to help you at all, to reduce your income. Okay? Secondly, one more example I'll give you. LTCG is 2 lakhs. Okay, everybody? And less 50 over EC. Remember 50 over EC deduction, etc. Let us say bachcho is 1 lakh. NTI, obviously rupees 1 lakh. Compulsory or not compulsory? Not compulsory because before 50 over EC deduction, the income itself 2 lakhs is less than basic exemption limit. Yes, still here? Right now. ITR not compulsory. Shinch. Before exemption. Amount, amount does not exceed. BEL, basic exemption limit, है ना? Yes, Indrajit. Ready? Can we go ahead, everybody? Done? Cool. Okay, so that is a very basic thing, okay? Please keep that in mind. Others. Ready? Any person other than a company or a firm. Other than a company or a firm. But why? Because company and firm always have to file return or no? Yes or no? Company firm but you always have to file return. Clear till here? So now we are discussing what did you see in the first paragraph? On the right hand side means of this table. Other persons other than company firm LLP na. So here if you are before chapter 6A or before capital gain deduction, income is more than BEL, return was compulsory. Correct? Now bacho, if at all your income is below exemption limit or you don't have those incomes only, capital gain or chapter 6 reduction you don't have, and income overall is bacho low, but pay attention. Any person other than a company or a firm or a firm means what? Again individual HUF. Yes. Then which one? AOP, BOI. AJP. Pay attention. Has deposited an amount or aggregate of amounts exceeding rupees 1 crore in one or more current accounts. In one or more current accounts maintained with the banking company or a cooperative bank. Okay, the total deposits during the year are bacho more than 1 crore. Okay, in one or more current accounts maintained with a banking company or cooperative bank. So bacho, obviously current accounts are used for business, no doubt about it. Current accounts are used for business. So there will be a deposit of cash and withdrawal also of cash. That is there. But again, government is in a way indirectly trying to discourage cash. So deposit of cash of more than 1 crore becomes a slightly substantial amount. Again, they have to compulsorily file income tax return. You may or may not actually have income, or you may genuinely bacho have cash income. Let us say 2-3 years back when we did not have UPI etc. too much. The chai wala also, the tea stall, yes, or a sandwich stall, bhel puri stall and all of that. They used to get all cash income, so much of cash. If you go to any place, right now you will not see, but if at all you remember, at the end of the day, how much cash he used to have? Tremendous. In fact, that was a very good time when you needed some change of 1000 rupees or 2000 rupees note at the end of the day. He gets one single note, na? Correct? And I've seen these, I did not have a client, but yes, I've seen deposits every week 50,000, 1 lakh rupees deposits, cash deposits. They used to buy tea in cash, milk in cash, what else you want? And all the income bacho in cash. So it was a big cash income. I think, I don't know, I discussed somewhere in your class, vada pav wala, vada pav, you remember, vada pav, snacks. The income tax department was literally checking the dustbins also. How many papers were used in the dustbin or thrown in the dustbin by the customers during the day. When they were doing the raid, they were checking that. How many vada pavs are in the stock right now? How many customers are there? How many papers already thrown by this time and all of that? Accordingly, they had done a calculation. Yeah. They have done this. This is a very long story. I mean, long story means an old story. You have famous brands, no? Especially them. You only imagine a big store, even if selling at 20 rupees, how many they must be selling in a day? What do you think, bacho? You only, if at all you go for snacks, you only eat at least 1 or 2 maybe, or share with your friends. What, 1,000 though they might be selling in a day? Vada pav, what do you think? 1,000 or too much, or 500? What do you think? 500? Do it on calculator. 500 quantity into 20 rupees these days at a good store. Huh? How much it is? 10,000 rupees. 3 lakhs per year. Sorry, per month, not per year. Correct, na? Per month collection. है कि नहीं बच्चा? So again, and whatever, 50% margin and this and that. So obviously they're going to check, na? Isn't it? So if it is gross is 36. Okay? 36 lakhs. Gross. NB bachcho can be around 15 lakhs or whatever. है ना? Salary people will suicide. That is just gross income, no? But gross. He has to pay bachcho salary, electricity, raw material. I mean, on that item itself is what, 50% maybe your gross profit. You know? Maybe. Anyway, okay everybody? Got it? Done? Same thing like tea stall. Good income. But even if a decent tea stall can earn 5 to 10 lakh rupees net profit during the year, no doubt about it, minimum. They can. The only difference is you call him chai wala and he getting more salary, more income than even a salary person, fresher salary person also. Just have to make a good tea, that's it. Okay? Done. Chalo, first one, deposit about more than 1 crore rupees cash. Then, has incurred expenditure of an amount or aggregate of amounts more than 2 lakhs for himself or even any other person for travel to a foreign country with or without any reason. Reason is irrelevant. Medical 1 crore during the year. Ha, Indrajit, it is 1 crore during the year, obviously. It may be medical visit, or it can be educational visit, or it can be any time pass visit, proper vacation. Yes, still here? Still foreign travel and you spend more than 2 lakhs, file income tax return. Okay? Any other person, bachcho. Generally, somebody will sponsor for your family, na? Husband for wife, wife for husband, or children, or whoever, bachcho. So expenditure may not be incurred by that person. Okay? But if you are spending for yourself or for somebody else, more than 2 lakhs on foreign travel, you have to file income tax return. They just simply say, na, from where you got this income. Hai na? And lastly, check, has incurred expenditure of an amount or aggregate of amounts exceeding rupees 1 lakh towards consumption of electricity. You imagine, electricity bill of rupees 1 lakh, not per month obviously, per year. How much बच्चों you get as bill? How much bill you get बच्चों? This your random figures. I get rupees 500 per month electricity. On a higher side, maybe in summers it may go to 700 maybe. I don't have ACs and all of that. But even if you go to bigger families, 2000 or 3000 rupees per month. Again, on a higher side, 36,000 per year, 40,000. Exactly. Your budget, that's why they're saying more than 1 lakh per year. Okay? If you can spend so much on electricity, then from where you're getting the money? They are not bothered that you're spending so much on electricity. From where you got the money? What is actually happening here? If you have such a big family and all of that, where is the money? Clear? Antilia, you heard na Antilia? Mukesh Ambani residence. His per month, that building per month, electricity charges are minimum 10 lakh rupees per month, I said. Per month. 8 to 10 lakhs. When I had read that couple of years back, it was 8 lakhs for 1 month. Obviously, it's a big building only now. And so many things keeps on happening over there. What do you expect? Done all of you? Next one, still some of it is remaining. Compulsory filing for ROR, underline, bold, italics. ROR. Salman Khan 20 lakh rupees for the year or what? Indrajit? Where is Salman Khan? Where is Mukesh Ambani? Underline the word ROR. There was a question asked in this exam, last exam, okay? And they had given ROR, RNOR, so please be careful. This right now we are discussing ROR only. Okay? ROR only. Okay, everybody? Achha, Salman Khan 20 lakh rupees per annum. Okay, okay. ROR, who is not required to furnish a return, but and who during the current year? Means try to understand. ROR is not falling within any of these categories. ROR. Okay, till here? Such an ROR, if he does something like this, which we are going to discuss now, then even he has to file an income tax return. Are you getting my point? Basically, if he is escaping from the above provisions, but if these are applicable, ROR, he has to file return compulsorily. Okay? Check. What do we have? ROR holds as a beneficial owner or otherwise. Beneficial means in his own name, he is the ultimate beneficiary. Any asset, including any financial interest in any entity, shares. Financial interest in any entity was shares only. Any asset, even FD is an asset. Land, house property, whatever. Located outside India or has a signing authority in any account located outside India. This bachcho comes in the discussion of tax havens. I will not be going into detail right now, but you can just later on Google also. Your point of view, you can say choice. If you want to, you can explore that concept. Tax havens. Basically, there are countries or areas which have lots of flexibility and relaxation relating to tax laws. That means the incomes earned in those countries are tax free. Incomes earned in those countries are tax free, or income brought to those countries are tax free. The reason of making it tax free is because they want investments, and those investments are going to, as it is, increase their GDP or employment. That's why they say you bring money in our country, no problem, earn tax free income, but at least other people will get something out of it, employment and GDP contribution. That's why I think I don't know, but I discussed Apple Inc. has a subsidiary in Ireland. Bachcho. There were, I think, a small unit also over there, proper Ireland, okay? And then they make these treaties. Treaties means again agreements or arrangements between USA and Ireland or Ireland has its own which you can say declaration. You come here, you invest XYZ amount minimum in Ireland, we will give you only just 3% or 5% tax rate. For others it is 15 or 20%, but then if you invest so much, just 3 or 5%. They get the money, na? Investment. Clear? Anyways, but people when they hide their income, when they hide their income, the account is held by XYZ. Okay? But XYZ is just a nominee. XYZ is just a nominee. The real owner is somebody else, let us say in India. Okay, real owner. Or this person also has a signing authority. Okay? So if at all you are holding a bank account outside India, especially now Swiss bank, understood now? They are trying to put this thing in indirectly. Okay? So he has a signing Swiss bank account, no? Swiss account, you understand? Swiss bank accounts. Switzerland has one of the most discreet or a secret or a customer first policy. You again bring crores of rupees with us, we will not declare your name anywhere. You can safely do all those transactions here without any risk of identity theft or identity disclosure. Full confidentiality you get over there. Okay? So if a person has a signing authority in any account, bank account located outside India, still this person has to file income tax return in India compulsorily, even if now they don't have any income in India. Hai na? Again, all this black money they do, this is the same thing. Okay, everybody? Lastly, or secondly, is a beneficiary of any asset. Here, bachcho holds the asset, and here is a beneficiary of any asset. Hai na? Beneficiary of any trust, or it is given in his name. Okay? Including any financial interest in any entity. Shares are held by somebody else, beneficial owner is our ROR. Again, these people have to compulsorily file income tax return. Yes, till here everybody done? Are bolo, haan, clear till here? What is A point? Holds any asset outside India. What is B point? Is a beneficiary of any asset outside India. That's it. And if it is ROR, they have to compulsorily file income tax return. Clear? Even if they are not falling in the above two categories. So obviously a case study can be made like this. Individual is given, then 2.5 lakhs before chapter 6A. They can give you all the situations. Cash deposit only 90 lakhs, electricity consumption 60,000, foreign travel 1.5 lakh, and then they will give you, he owns a bank account outside India. Have to file. Okay? Are you done? Are bolo, haan. Clear till here? So they are trying to find those people in India who have assets outside India. Alright? Chalo, come to question number 14.9. Ready? All of you? Chalega? Let's go ahead, everybody. Paras is a resident of India. So when you say resident, we are right now discussing it as ROR. During the year, now they can complicate the questions also if you remember. Hai na? Some days he is in India, some days out. So again, first find out he is ROR or not ROR and all of that. Hai na? So I'm taking him as ROR. During the year, interest of 288 was credited to his NRE account. NRE account. What happens with your NRE account? NRE account. Do you remember NRE account? Is it to be taken as Indian income or not an Indian income? Not an Indian income. It is directly at source exempt. Okay? Then rupees 30,000 being interest on FD with SBI was credited to his savings bank account, that is regular income, only 30,000. Okay? He also earned 3,000 as interest on this savings account. Okay? Your section 80 TDA may come into picture. TDA, hai na, everybody? Is Paras required to file income tax return in India? this 288 बच्चों is exempt, है ना? It is not बच्चों exempt because of chapter 6A or section 54 etc. हाँ या ना? All of you clear? Is it exempt बच्चों because of chapter 6A? Chapter 6A deductions. We are claiming your exemption, and that also in section 10, not 54 etc. capital gain, है ना? What will be your answer? If at all they change, the question will change later on. Will change. This is your first case. Ready? अरे हाँ है ना? चलो. Let's first बच्चों write down your NTI etc. computation. Right now, चलो. Question number 1. Ready? Computation of. Ready, no? For AY 23-24. Particulars, rupees. Yes. Yes, Celia. चलो, what all income do we have बच्चों? They're all interest incomes only, so income from other sources only, है ना? Income from other sources. Fine. First बच्चों I'm taking that NRE account 288. Inner column 288. Inner column बच्चों because obviously it is exempt, that's why. So less exempt under section. It is given बच्चों in volume 1 ना 10. NRE. We had this discussion. Everything is done in the that chapter. Okay, exemption chapter. Correct, no? Entire income is बच्चों fully exempt. Okay. Second, I think we have FD interest as well as FD interest. FD interest 30,000. Savings account interest 3,000. Yes. So my gross total income. Less. Chapter 6 है बच्चों. Deduction. Which one can we claim? AT, TTA I am taking, okay? It is up to rupees 10,000, but income is how much? 3,000 na? So lower of 3,000 or 10,000 बच्चों. Simple. My total income is just 30,000. Yes, all of you. Done? Tell me, ITR is compulsory or not compulsory? ITR compulsory or ITR not compulsory? Compulsory? Why? that NRE account is considered as outside India, that NRE account is with Indian bank only. It is with Indian bank only. Okay. You open NRE, so not compulsory because before total income or before chapter 6 है, my income is not exceeding basic exemption limit. है ना? Clear? So write down. Since I'm writing now GTI बच्चों, ठीक है? Since GTI doesn't exceed basic exemption limit, okay? Therefore, filing of ITR is not compulsory. ठीक है? Is not compulsory. Final review. Done everybody? Chalo. Case 2. What will your answer be if he owns one shop in Kerala having area of just 150 square feet? Will the answer change? Owning an asset? Answer bachcho will not change. He is owning an asset. Doesn't make it compulsorily. The asset should be bachcho outside India. Then it is compulsory. Clear? So write down case 2. If asset is held within India, ITR filing is not compulsory. है ना? Finally, yeah? If he was owning it outside India, then yes. What will be your answer if he has incurred 3 lakhs as travel expenditure on self and spouse to US to stay with his married daughter for some time? Now compulsory? Bachcho? Now bachcho it is compulsory. Okay? Write down. Case 3. Foreign travel expenditure. Exceeding rupees 2 lakhs. But for whom? For self or others. है ना? Has to file ITR compulsorily. Done? हो गया? Done till all of you? Cool. Let's go ahead. Yeah, Indrajit. Simple. Chalo. ITR due dates. Okay. Check here due dates. 139 1. We'll call it as original due date or the first due date, whichever is available. Okay, everybody? Check here. 30th November. Assessee, including working partners of a firm, who is required to submit transfer pricing report, TP. Okay, what was the transfer pricing? Arm's length price, remember? So, better you are again having transaction with your holding or parent company outside India, whether it is done at arm's length price or not, then in that such cases transfer pricing is applicable. Okay, so for that you have to prepare transfer pricing report. Okay, all of you. And if transfer pricing is applicable, then your income tax return due date is what? 30th November. Okay, income tax return due date 30th November. That is one of the, you can say, most time is given over there. Okay. Tell me for AY, you tell me the due dates. AY is 22-24. When much will you file return down? PY 22-23, so 23, na? Clear? Okay, all of you? 31st October. Check. 30th, 31st. 31st October. Ready? Every company, 31st October. See, if the company, on that company TP report is applicable, then it is shifted to November. Are you getting my point? Any assessee on which TP report is applicable, transfer pricing, November. Then October, to check any company, all the companies, any kind of company. Okay? What? 31st October. Then a person other than a company. Company, much of the October you have taken now. A person whose accounts are required to be audited under income tax audit, or analysis word, or any other law in force. Now, any other law which we have seen till now, we are doing only companies that have income tax. GST will also come into picture. GST. Yes, Celia? Everybody? Or sorry, LLP. Hi, Anna, bacho. LLP act as it is, but you have done overall in CA Foundation law also, hai na? Yeah. So any person, any kind of person other than company, who are required to get the books audited under Income Tax Act or even under any other law. Clear? So audit cases, what am I going to say? Audit cases. Again, 31st October. So let me ask you a simple question: whether tax audit is applicable can it be applicable on individual or no? Tax audit 44 AB can be applicable on individual. Tell me. Yes, obviously yes. If your turnover is again more than 1 crore or whatever, that 2 crore or 10 crore, whatever, those limits we had checked. Like any, it is more than 1 crore and you are not claiming 44 AD. Remember, na? Or 10 crore if at all you are doing that cash business, not cash, less than 5% cash. है ना बच्चों? Okay. So audit कैसे बच्चों? October. And now pay attention. Here you are writing any person other than a company. A working partner, I think it is just partner. A working partner of a firm, whose accounts are required to be audited under the Income Tax Act or again any other law. Means what, bacho? We are discussing here audit of the partner or audit of the firm. What do you think? Who are we discussing now? Whose audit? No. A working partner of a firm whose accounts are required to be audited. Means it is already bachcho covered over here. Firm. The firm has bachcho crossed the limit of 1 crore or something, whatever it is, or even 50 lakhs for profession. On the firm, tax audit is applicable. Pay attention. On the firm, tax audit is applicable. What is the due date for the firm? October. Are हाँ या ना? Clear till here, all of you? But the partner's income is exempt as such normally. Partner's profit you can say is what? Exempt. So even if the partner is getting only profits or nominal salary, whatever, from the firm, still of the partner, the due date is also October end for the partner. The reason being simple, you can't finalize partner's income or partner's all the calculation without finalizing firm's income. है ना? Without finalizing firm's income, we can't finalize partner's income. So the firm's due date is October. We can't tell the partner to file in July. Simple. If on the firm audit is applicable. Did you understand or no? Bolo. Logic understood? Logic? Bolo. All clear? अरे हाँ ना? No. खुशबू? Good. चलेगा? And lastly, बच्चों, in any other case, it is 31st July. Okay, that is, I told you, one of the most famous due dates, 31st July. Yes, till here, it is also Khushbu's birthday. Okay. Okay. Can you tell me any example? Can I put a company here without tax audit? No, I can't. Because what's a company always October only, or on company on whom TP is applicable November. Company can't come to July. Clear till here? Are हाँ. So बच्चों, here I will say individual. अरे हाँ. Oblique firm. Oblique partner. है ना? Partner of obviously such firm on whom audit is not applicable. Clear or no? And now which kind of individual audit will not be applicable? Those who don't do PGPP only. Those who do not have business only. No audit, no question of audit. Hi Anna? Everybody? So again, you're salaried individual. Or even if you're getting much house property rent, capital gain income, and audit not applicable yet. Your turnover is not exceeding that limits. Okay, everybody? Or just interest incomes, FD, dividend, etc. Then for them, due date is what? 31st July. Okay? If obviously again I am repeating, the income is below threshold limit of 44 AP. Done till all of you? बोलो हाँ, समझा कि नहीं? Done? Okay. Indrajit understood?
Recording stopped.
I'll just show it from study material also एक बार. Once we just have to check from study material also. Okay, Indrajit. For it is chapter 14, return of income.
Recording in progress.
Okay. One you have to do it in detail, but yeah, this is also covered. This we have done. हाँ yes, these points we have to cover now. Okay, check here. Ready everybody? See, that's why it's better to always go through amendments. Check here. 139.1. We saw for that individual बच्चों what? Whose income is less than BEL, but foreign travel more than 2 lakhs. Then which one? Current account deposit बच्चों more than 1 crore. Correct everybody? अरे हाँ ना. And lastly which one we had? Foreign travel 2 lakhs and which one? Electricity more than 1 lakh है ना? खर्चा, expenditure. Apart from that, check बच्चों. Accordingly, CBD has given notification number so and so dated 21/4/22. Inserted rule 12AA. Wow. To provide, now here they have given the power. Check over here. Fulfills such other prescribed conditions. Okay. So check what they are saying. Provide that a person, again other than a company or a firm, who is not required under 139(1) and who fulfills any of the following conditions during the year has to file income tax return on or before the due date. Okay, when? If his total sales, turnover or gross receipts as may be in the business exceeds 60 lakhs. Turnover is bachcho more than 60 lakhs and expenditure is of 58 lakhs. I'm just giving you an example. And chapter 6 and this and that. Basically net profit is going down or even the gross total income is bachcho less than basic exemption limit. But turnover is bachcho more than 60 lakhs, they compulsorily have to file income tax return. Okay. Then from the profession, the receipts are bachcho more than 10 lakhs. Yes. They are increasing the net now, the bracket. Okay. The aggregate of TDS and TCS during the year is 25,000 or more. Okay. TDS done and TCS done on his income. Yes. Okay, everybody. However, a resident individual who is of 60 years of age or more, senior citizen, resident, at any time would be required to file ROI only bachcho if the aggregate of TDS and TCS is 50,000. My goodness. Okay. No exemption from instead of this 25,000, it will become 50,000. Aggregate of TDS as well as TCS, bachcho, TDS and TCS is more than what bachcho 50,000. Do you remember bachcho what 194? Which one we had done? 75 years and above. R. No, PQ. R was latest. Q. P for pension he said, na? P. 194 P, na? Q was goods. P correct. Do you remember or no? What do you remember? The bank in whose account pension income is credited, okay, will consider the entire income and file the TDS. It will be deemed that person has already filed income tax return. Hai na bachcho? But that is 75 years and above. Okay, that exemption is 75 years and above only. Okay. Your check. Aggregate of TDS and TCS bachcho is how much? More than 50,000. Then you compulsorily have to file income tax return. If you are a resident senior citizen. Okay. Others, TDS, TCS more than 25,000. They have to file return. Clear? So there is an amendment over here. Okay, everybody. 10.7 of ICE है. Let's go ahead. अरे बोलो हाँ. Correct ना? Done all of you? चलेगा. Come to question number 3. Everybody ready? No? Question number 3. It's a good question, बच्चों. Okay. Should assessee file income tax return? And if yes, what will be the due date? Okay. चलेगा. Different cases we have. Mr. A, gross GTI 3.5 lakhs. Chapter 6 deduction 1 lakh. Required, not required? If yes, due date. Required and 31st July. Required because before chapter 68 is more than 2.5 lakhs. And due date of 31st July because tax audit is not given to us. Okay, not a big income. Okay. So write down a notebook. Ready? First one. Filing of IDR is compulsory since GTI exceeds BEL. Okay, gross total income is बच्चों more than basic exemption limit. Correct till here, all of you. Due date is 31st July 23 for your example. Yes? Second. Ready? Mr. B's बच्चों income 2.5 lakhs, minors income 1 lakh. बोलो. Compulsory, not compulsory? Compulsory because minors income बच्चों will be added in his income. We don't have any other details given to us ना. And who said बच्चों minors income is exempt? Minors income is taxable. Okay? So write down. Since income of minor will be clubbed in hands of Mr. B after claiming exemption under section 10, exemption 10, 35, 32 of rupees बच्चों how much? 1500. Correct. Good. That is बच्चों how much will club? Rupees 98,500 no? Therefore GTI is, they have not given us NTI or chapter 6 or whatever, so I am just writing GTI rupees 2,50,000 plus rupees 98,500 है ना 348,500. Exceed basic exemption limit, therefore ITR compulsory. And due date is 31st July. Okay, 31st July. Yes or no? Third, question number 3. Done till here? Mr. C, 2,50,000 बच्चों dividend income and LTCG under 112A 4 lakhs. Yes, still all of you? Tell me, have they बच्चों given you anything about exemption etc? Nothing, na? In the question बच्चों they have given you nothing, है ना? Write down. Gross total income is okay, that is exceeds therefore ITR compulsory. By 31st July, I'm writing it properly, July. Yes, everybody okay? Fine. Okay. Fourth, question number 4. Company with no income at all. Return compulsory or no compulsory? Compulsory. And what about 5? Under liquidation. Company is not yet wound up. It is under liquidation, but still company exists. Still बच्चों compulsory. As long as company exists, return is compulsory. I'll go to बच्चों October. Okay. Write down. So both 4 and 5. Okay, 4th and question number 5. चलेगा all of you? Company is always required to file. Okay. ITR and due date is 31st October. Yes, still here? 31st October. Firm with turnover of 205 lakhs. As it is बच्चों, present taxation is not available for firm ना, है कि नहीं? Tell me. Since tax audit is applicable under section 44AB, yeah, therefore ITR is no doubt compulsory. ITR is compulsory. And due date is again 31st October. Right? Firm with 99 lakhs. बोलो. Important now. Good. Tax audit is not applicable. Since turnover बच्चों less than ₹1 crore है कि नहीं? Find it all of you. Therefore, due date is 31st July. Okay, everybody? Question number 8. Ready? What if in the above case means this case, partners want to declare 5% profit on turnover? But is it less than this limit? Which limit? Presumptive taxation. If you want to declare profit less than presumptive taxation also, what happens? Then audit will be compulsory. यानी हाँ या ना? And if audit is compulsory, then 31st October. Okay? Understood or no? Give it a star mark. Notebook also star mark. Write down. As per 4480, I think it is individual HUF and firm also, na? 4480, tell me, bachcho. Except LLP, right? %6% or 8% of turnover should be shown as profit. So here I am doing an assumption, assuming the firm had opted for presumptive taxation and declared profit less than prescribed percentage, then they are required to maintain books of account. Remember, this provisions you have done in PGBP. And tax audit will be applicable. Therefore, due date is 31st, again everybody, October. Yes, all of you okay till here? Alright, all of you? Ready? Question number 9. Messrs PQR. Ready, bachcho? Messrs PQR. That is firm. Their turnover is 1 crore 5 lakhs. So this tax audit may be applicable, okay? Not opted for present taxation. What is the due date of ROI for P, who is a dormant partner? Dormant, bachcho. Because over there we were looking at your active partner only, okay? Dormant, this is your dormant partner. Write down. Turnover bachcho exceeds rupees 1 crore thus tax order under section 44AB is applicable. And due date of Messrs PQR and company, you can write down, is 31st October. Okay. Now what I'm giving is a little bit gray area. Okay. So for dormant partner, which will take July, and working partner, we are going to take bachcho October. Finally, here, all of you. So write down. ITR due date for working partner is what? 31st October. And for dormant partner, we'll see, even if ICS is given similar question, we'll check that, otherwise we'll follow this only. Okay, and for dormant partner is 31st July. Fine. Because for dormant partner, as it is, nothing is required overall, any kind of calculations. So that's fine. Done, all of you? Therefore, for Mr. P, 31st July. Okay? Chalega? 10th. Question number 10. Mr. Q is a working partner in Mrs. PQR receiving fixed payment. But is a working partner. Yes, Mansi, they are using the word partner only. But we will see if at all they give more questions in the examples or questions after the chapter. We will see that. That's why I checked the study material. They are using the word partner only. So, bachcho, here we are talking of same firm, bachcho, PQR. So, since PQR and company was liable for tax audit, therefore due date of working partner for such firm is also 31st October. Fine. Done, everybody? Mr. T, who earns 5 lakhs on growing and manufacturing tea. 5 lakhs is gross income. 5 lakhs is gross income, bachcho, not net income. Okay? Therefore, income from tea business. Gross means after reducing all the expenditure. Okay, so rupees 5 lakhs. But before apportionment, okay, the agri income under section 10(1) is how much? Tea, bachcho, 60% na? Agri, tell me. $3 lakhs, correct? That is exempt. But taxable business income, $2 lakhs. Yes, all of you? Write down. Since the बच्चों रुपीज 2 lakhs is therefore नहीं since था वो ठीक है doesn't matter. Is less than basic essential limit of rupees basic essential limit, therefore ITR not compulsory. Fine till here, all of you. Done? Done, no? Let me check, have they given any questions behind?
Recording stopped.
About partner. No revision notes only. We'll go ahead, everybody. एक मिनट Start reading, everybody. Start reading from. ये तो हो गया अपना. 131 तो you have done. Start reading from here. Copy, drive, share. चलो करें अपन आगे चलो
Recording in progress.
So 139.1 we have done बच्चों. That is your original due date. That is बच्चों what your original due date of income tax return. Okay everybody. July, October, November depending on whichever is applicable. Clear? If you miss those due dates, we बच्चों what? Miss those due dates. Okay everybody. You will be also eligible to file a belated return. Belated means obviously you understand. Belated means what? Late. After the due date or after the date. That is belated. That is bachcho 139.4. Yes, still here everybody? Okay. So pay attention. So any person who has not furnished a return, okay, within the time under 139.1, that is the original first due date, original due date, may furnish a return at any time before 3 months prior to the end of the AY. 3 months before end of AY. Pay attention. Let us say we are discussing PY 22-23, correct? Income earned in PY 22-23, है ना? अरे हाँ या ना? We are going to file return बच्चों in AY 23-24, agreed? अरे हाँ. My AY 2024 बच्चों starts obviously on 1st April 23 but gets over on 31st March 24. 3 months before 31st March 24 बच्चों is 31st December 23. Did you understand or know anything? 3 months before the end of the AY. So 3 months बच्चों before 31st March is what? 31st December 23. Clear till here or no? Nathan understood? 31st December 23 is my due date to file income tax return. Check here. I'll tell you. I'll draw a timeline also for you. Don't write down anything else. Don't write down, just pay attention. This is, let us say, 1st April 23. I am talking of 22-23 income. What is my first due date, bachcho? Let us say 139-1 due date. For a normal individual is what? 31st July 23. Agree? This much do you agree? Huh. If he misses this date, then he has a last chance of 139-4. And what is the due date under section 139.4? What is the due date of 139.4? It is 3 months before end of AY. It is 3 months before end of AY. October is also 31st October is also a original due date of 139.1. Are you getting my point? October bachcho, 31st October as well as that 30th November is also original due date for those cases. Tax audit or transfer pricing or other individual 31st July, hai na? If they miss their 139.1 due dates, depending on the type of assessee, na? Or an assessee bachcho, yes Indrajit, an assessee is going to file either on 31st July or October or November, the first due date itself, whichever is applicable, depending on the income and category, etc. But if they miss 139.1, the last chance what they have is 139.4. And but 139.4 gets over when? 3 months before end of AY. That is 31st December 23. Clear till here? Because but AY will get over when? 31st March 24. 3 months before that? 31st December 23. Okay? That is the last chance for them to file the return. Hi Anna? All of you clear till here? Tell me. Acha, understand. If a company, when does a company bachcho file a return? Whether with tax audit or no tax audit, a company is always 31st October 2023. Again, I am talking about 139.1 due date only, the first due date. So same thing for company. Even they miss this return due date 31st October, they'll have to file bachcho by December end. Yes. If there is a company or any entity on which transfer pricing is applicable, their 139.1 due date is what? 139.1. 30th November only. But if they miss it, they have the last month, 1 month only remaining. So whatever returns you want to file, hai na, even belated, that can be done maximum bachcho by December end. Agreed, all of you? Tell me. Yes? Okay? That is 31st December 23, you can write on in your textbook. For PY 22-23. Agreed, no? Just some days back, some people were filing their returns, hai na? Or before the completion of assessment, which was earlier. That means if the officer starts assessment before that date, and then within the assessment he says file the return. So that is the date. Whatever, that doesn't matter right now for you. And even a bachcho belated return can also be revised. Even if you file late, tell me, if you did not file bachcho by 139.1, let me take a very simple example, 31st October, 31st July, hai na? So 139.1 bachcho, we know it is 31st July, hai na? Let us say, okay? when he generally बच्चों files in time period है ना, but he forgot, he is feeling very bad, that assessee. So बच्चों on 10th August 23 he files return. Under बच्चों which section can he file? 139(4) belated. Are you getting my point? He need not file on 31st December only na. That is the due date बच्चों. Clear till here? So once he has missed the first due date, up to 31st December he has time. Before that he can file. Clear till here all of you? Understood? So tell me बच्चों, has he filed a return under 139(1)? No, he missed it. So he filed here. Clear till here all of you? Understood? Revised return. बच्चों read.
Recording stopped.
Read board. That 234F also read. हो गया? हाँ
Recording in progress.
Revised return. Understand what is the revised? Revision. Filing it again because there was some error in your return filed. See, to file the return first time. You have only option बच्चों 139(1) or 139(4) on your own. हाँ या ना? Are you getting my point, everybody? But if you made mistake either in the original due date return or belated return, okay? If you made any mistakes, you can still revise it. So any person having furnished a return in 139(1) or 139(4) discovers any omission or any wrong statement therein, he may furnish a revised return at any time before 3 months of the end of the relevant AY. That is again 31st December 23 for PY 22-23. Yes, still here all of you? Or before completion of assessment, whichever is earlier. Understood or no? Tell me. If he files बच्चों under 139(1), can he revise? बोलो. He can revise. Yes, Leo. If he files बच्चों, where is that date I told you? 10th October, let us say. He filed बच्चों on 10th October, है ना? And obviously then he has filed under 139(4). Can he also revise? Yes. Even bachcho, he can revise. But for what is the due date for that revision? 31st December 23. So basically, what are they taking care here? The department, everything should get over by 31st December. Finish. Original, belated, or even revised for that matter. See, for revision, bachcho, there has to be first original filed, na? Correct or no? Clear to everybody? Correct? Star mark. A revised return substitutes the original return from the date the original return was filed. Okay, important. Conceptually, the revised return replaces original return. the date on which or from the date on which the original return was filed. Means it will be as good as the date when you filed the first return. From that date itself, new details were submitted. That is the meaning of it. Means understand. Even if but you have, let us say you filed on 1st July, not 31st July, 1st July 23. Okay, I'm writing here, let us say 139.1. Chalega? Original return. And then on 1st November 23, you have filed bacho 139.5 revised return. So even if details you are furnishing on 1st November, it will be assumed or deemed these details were submitted as on 1st July itself. Did you understand or no? That means voluntarily, if the assessee furnishes all the details on its own before the time period, it is deemed or assumed that he has filed it from this date itself. Okay? Check here. 139.1. What is the due date, bacho? 31st December. 31st July for a normal individual. If he files the return, if an assessee files the return, bacho, let us say on 15th June 23, well within the time period, and let us say whenever, maybe on bacho 20th October, he realized that there is an error in the return filed. So on 20th October, he files a a revised return. Okay, so will be deemed what? The details furnished on this date will not be treated as belated. Will not be treated as belated. This bacho return itself will replace this return. Okay? Will replace means what? Bacho will be considered or deemed that these details were filled as on this date itself. The revised return bacho replaces original return. Okay, the latest one or the new one bacho, yes, retrospective, correct, retrospective effect you can say, yes, good. Okay, so revised return substitutes the original return from the date when the original return was filed. Yes, still here all of you? Now understand, let me just give you more example here. The assessee bacho did not file only. See, again I am doing some example. Pay attention. Please pay attention. 139.1 due date is 31st July 23. Ready everybody? Okay till here? But he bacho did not file. Okay? He bacho actually filed, let us say bacho on October. Again 25th, not October, sorry, 25th August he filed. Okay? Did he file bacho under 139.1? No. He filed under 139.4. But he filed for the first time na bacho. Hai na. And again, even if bacho he filed on 25th August, okay, for the first time, clear, and again he filed for the first time and there was error, and he noticed the error, and bacho noticed the error on 20th October, and 20th October bacho he filed a revised return. Same thing will happen here. It will be deemed or assumed, that is, deemed or assumed means what bacho? The details were furnished on the date of filing of original return. Basically these numbers, these details will just replace as in the return filed earlier. Understood or not all of it? Khushbu, Akshay, tell me. Clear? Okay, all of you? And a return can be revised any number of times. There is no limit for that as such. Okay? You can now, like I said, revised. You have revised in October, 20th October. Again, you realize that in this return also there is a mistake. Mistake and mistake again. Again in November. Again in December, but you can revise again and again and again. And all those revisions will be deemed that they were submitted, or the details were submitted as on the first return which you had submitted. Are you getting my point or no, everybody? Yes? Lots of theory in the next session, but then we'll write down a little bit of question answers we'll do. This chapter is mainly about theory only. Okay, you just have to remember the limits and all of that. Okay, everybody till here? We'll keep it short right now. Next lecture, but we'll start with what? More of the cases. 234F. Did you read 234F? Tell me. Again, a very big penalty, bachcho. Fees for default in furnishing ITR. They want so badly people to file returns in time that if at all you miss 139 due date, check. When a person required to file under 139, okay, fails to do so within 139(1), he shall pay by way of fee. It is fine only, but fee, they are calling it fee, of some rupees 5,000. My goodness, 5,000, but if you miss that July due date, okay, 139(1) due date, okay, your clear cut given to 5,000. However, only some relaxation. If the total income bachcho doesn't exceed 5 lakhs, then bachcho fee will be rupees 1,000. That means even if you want to file 2 lakh rupees return, 3 lakh rupees return, 4 lakh rupees return, income is 4 lakhs. No tax liability. But even if you miss bachcho 131 due date, since your income was 4 lakhs, fees bachcho you have to pay 1,000. And forget about that, if your income is 6 lakhs rupees, okay, taxable income is 6 lakh rupees, and you forgot 31st July due date, 5,000 rupees fees. 234F. Okay, all of you? Got it? We still have to bachcho cover loss return. This bachcho will cover in the next session. है ना? चलेगा? All of you okay till here? अरे बोलो हाँ. Yeah. Bye bye bachcho. Yeah. That's it for today.
Recording stopped.
YouTube वालों bye bye.